As soon as she said her case, they kept interrupting.
That's a fact. They weren't moved for that either.
Now, the only reason Intelligible put her in the group was not because she was being disruptive, was because they kept antagonizing her. And he knew that it would be much easier to let them speak while she was in the group and bring her right back up and let her speak her piece. Now, Samoa, he said he was going to lie today. He said this. And he said, as soon as you go to speak, I'm going to tell him, your name is Judas, and you a liar. Oh, this is his words. Yo, I just want y'all to know, yo, that boy is a devil. If I ever see him.
To be fair, you kind of set yourself up to not be believed through this. So it is fair for people not to believe you, but it's ironic because he actually is telling the truth.
So let me just point out something that he just said that was just totally disgusting. Why would Intelligible, after giving her 6 minutes, right? He spoke for 6 minutes uninterrupted. And there was one person who interrupted. Just hold on. There was one person who interrupted. It was Rich. And then Intel told him immediately, hey, bro, I'll throw you down.
He never got thrown down, even though he kept interrupting after that.
Wait, hold on. Intel threw the threat. Then Intel asked her, do you need 60 more seconds? How much time do you need? She said, I don't like whenever you give me time. He said, just go ahead. She went to completion. She finished. And then it was Inkin's turn. And then she started interrupting Inkin.
No, she didn't really finish because Inkin and Rich were interrupting her even after Intelligible
doesn't make sense.
Down.
It doesn't make sense.
That part? Why are you ignoring that?
It doesn't make sense. Hold on. It doesn't make sense for her to be in the middle of her testimony and Intel throwing her down if he wants her to speak to completion. That doesn't make sense.
It was obviously.
So it's either big homie Intel,
so it was
or
obviously
Intel was acting in bad faith.
Before Intel was acting in bad faith when it came to being consistent as a mod. He never threw Rich nor Inkin down when it was time for Crystal to speak. She was interrupted the whole time.
That's a lot. So Inkin even told Rich. So just real quick, right?
So she was being consistent, and she interrupted him when it was his turn.
Hold on. Let's all. Right, Inkin even told Rich, hey bro, just let her finish. So then Rich sat back because Inkin wanted to retort. There'd be no reason for Intel, stand-up guy that he is, to throw her down in the middle of her testimony. She was at completion. As soon as Inkin started to talk about how, as soon as Inkin started responding about how she was attacking his wife, calling her the pretty version of the Bride of Chucky, and attacking his wife, and attacking whatever the hell, she started interrupting. And he warned her 4, 5, 6 times, and she just kept on talking. So even in the chat, she said, I gotta put you down there just so you can finish, and I'll bring you back up. This is what I'm talking about, this revisionist history shit. Every single mod.
Revisionist history.
Bro,
that's what you're
every
doing,
single mod.
You're literally reframing what actually happened and taking bits and pieces.
Defense would like to call Intel as a witness, please.
But the reality is, she was getting kicked down way before then, right? So
no,
Crystal
focus on Intel.
Crystal was. I don't see. There's a reason why he doesn't want to let me talk. Let's just keep that in mind. But Crystal was getting kicked down way before she was allowed to even speak her side of the story. It was up until she was finally brought up.
Like, I feel like she got
scammed into her side. And again, even during that time, she was being cut off by Rich and Inkin. So that's what happened. And even though Intelligible did threaten Rich, said, listen, you do it again, I'm going to throw you down. He did never, not once, threw Rich down. That's what happened. So you're conflating 2 different things that happened
for like 15 years
to support your narrative.
So to be honest,
it is a pyramid scheme.
You gotta get the pink cap
I have to say, it sounds as though he judged Miss Crystal versus judging the men. If they put her down in the goose so that the guys could talk, and then when she got on stage to talk, then the guys were allowed to
might find results, but those are going to be not advocated for. those are not going to be reliable enough, right? So you want to have some clinical settings, and thankfully there are a lot of these clinical settings popping up and trained professionals.
And when we're talking about microdosing, I know a little bit about this, clearly not as much as you, where most people, and let's say someone like me, 5'10", 220 pounds, a regular dose of magic mushrooms, or the last time I took psilocybin 15, 20 years ago, probably had about 2 grams. A microdose for what you're describing in a clinical setting is about 10% of that, like 0.2 of a gram, or am I mistaken?
Yeah, I think the microdoses are really small, almost imperceptible, but they work on your serotonin receptors, and they can create more expansive understandings in one's neural networks.
What I'm getting at is, if someone chooses to go into this clinical setting, they're not going to be taking the standard dose. They're going to be taking a microdose, which my understanding is about 10%. Am I accurate, or am I mistaken?
Yeah, usually you're going to you'll start with smaller doses until you get to bigger ones. Yeah, that's true.
All right, I appreciate that.
It depends on the program, Uncle Steve, and what goals you set for yourself, because
that's true.
Microdosing is more about like daily functioning. Like,
hey, Cora, question, Cora. Can we do the break and then come back? We'll go directly to you. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you. Hopefully you're doing your first cup of coffee. If so, grab a sheet of paper, maybe make some notes as always or whatnot, and we will come back. So thank you all very much for joining another edition of Ask the Atheist. I am your clubhouse atheist. My name is Steve Appel. I believed in God for the first 40 years of my life. I've been...
And sell them for full price. So not only that, but the 150 is just to start, so you have stuff to start with, but then you don't have to pay for anything else. And Mary Kay doesn't have to pay for marketing. The only thing they pay for is that booklet. And you're paying them to sell their shit. It's like a win-win for Mary Kay.
Okay.
For real.
Products.
Listen, what you need to do is sell Avon, because Mary Kay products are not as good as Avon products. And Avon is the queen and king of direct-to-consumer sales. If you're looking for a great economic opportunity, you're going to want to have to sell the Avon.
Avon doesn't give you cars or trips.
That's not true. That's not true. Avon has... No, that's not... I'm telling you, my mama been selling Avon for 30 fucking years.
Bitch with no Avon card. Shut your ass up. There's no Avon card.
Do what Kermit the Frog says. Kick him. That's how you increase your sales.
You don't want to hear this. This is stupid. But y'all sat there and let them attack me for more than 30, and this is when intelligible was a mob, more than 15 to 20 minutes before I could even get on stage. So that's what actually happened.
Yeah, you're right.
That was Samoa is starting it from halfway point. I was already in the goo before intelligible let me up.
So she
again,
agrees what I said, right?
No. So once again, Samoa, you're lying. You made it seem like I saw
You're blatantly lying.
You were lying.
But wait, there's more.
I did not talk
There's
first.
Intel
There's more. Hold on, there's more. Watch this now. There's somebody in the room that was here a couple hours ago defending her because everybody else went to sleep. And it was her alone fighting against Rich and even Samoa. She's right here. Her name is American. I witnessed it. She said nobody. It said nobody.
Dude, I woke up to Puerto Rican like music being played, and then I woke up again to like Rich literally attacking Crystal. So that's. I even have the screenshot when American literally said, "Yo, what's going on with everybody dogpiling on Crystal?"
And she said, "I gotta go to sleep, but I'm gonna defend her." And she did. And she did against them niggas. And she made that nigga Rich give up. She's the one that made him quit.
Hey, so can I just share just a couple of things that they want to address?
No.
So now
I want you to address what I just said right now.
We're trying to reframe everything that actually happened. It's so weird.
Let me frame it based off of a non-biased person.
Thank you.
Good day, everybody. So what I've heard, you give a submission. Prior to you coming in, what Catfish said aligns with everything that she said previously to you coming in and giving your submission. And based off of your submission, where I find the hole is really in the timing that she was put down in the goo, because she said she was actually put in the goo by Louis.
Yeah.
And Louis was the first person that put her in the goo. So if she had been in the goo for that period of time and couldn't speak, then that would make mention of the fact that maybe you forgot that she got a chance to speak after the men spoke.
No. What I was talking about, lady, was when Intel was mine. So when she was in the goo, this was like 30 minutes before that, right? Or whatever the time was. Because I kept on leaving, right? So when Louis became the mod, Tally was
You kept leaving. I stood in there the whole time.
Yeah,
so what makes you think that what you're saying is what happened?
Somebody's called the bailiff. So what I'm specifically talking about is when Intel allowed both sides to say their piece. What she did was she went all the way before that so that she could just talk about something totally different. She won't address it. So when I'm specifically talking about Intel, that has nothing to do with Louis. So when I came in the room later, Louis was a mod. Now we're going to switch to the time frame when she got thrown in the goo. Louis was trying to reason with her about how she was abusing being a mod. Everybody was updating him. Tally was in the room. I think Monica was there. There was a lot of people there. And Louis was in good faith. Was just telling her, you can't.
I was in the group before and after he was a mod. Oh, okay.
Hold on. He said to you, once he was updated, we both spoke our sides when I came back to the room.
That's a lie. I never was able
He said to
my
you,
side.
You
are lying, yo. When Louis became a mod, I never had an opportunity to say anything. That's why I was going to in the chat. It's
Calm
the
down.
truth.
Calm down.
I never had a chance to say anything. Y'all kept throwing me to the goo.
Can I finish? Just real quick, right?
Lying, yo.
So real quick.
About American.
So this is the she
What'd you say?
kept on getting thrown to the
No, I
goo,
just
right?
PTR what you were saying in the chat earlier about the dog collar.
All right, cool. But the first person that she claimed that threw her to the goo was Louis. So obviously what I'm talking about is what led up to the point of her being first thrown to the goo. Louis was trying to reason with her about how it is to be an abusive mod. Callie told her that Louis was the graveyard shift mod. And then they kept on going back and forth. She was being super disruptive. She said, I don't give a fuck. I don't care about the rules, this and this and this. And they got to a point where Louis threw her down. And then they were in the chat. And then Louis was telling her, you need to grow up.
She didn't say that at that point, Samoa. He's lying. He is lying. She said that way after the fact, way after when she was given the opportunity to finally speak. But while she was doing that, she was being interrupted. But nonetheless, when she was given the opportunity to speak, which is after everything happened with Louis, was when she said, you know what, now I don't give a fuck about the rules. But she never said that prior when the whole situation was with Louis was going on. When Louis came
all right, thank you very much. But I just
yeah, you're welcome.
Came
into the space
it's about lady though, right?
Callie said, oh, by the way, I'm giving my Louis because he's a great shit mod. And as soon as she modded him up, right after, like not even a millisecond, I got dropped down to the goo. I didn't get a chance to say anything, so you're lying.
All right, cool. So, lady,
you're lying. It's not an cool. I just want to make a point. I'm with lady with this one. We need to move on because if Samoa's not gonna be honest, like, what's the point, right? Like, so. Can we have a new topic? Can the mods come up with a new topic? Because this is just weird.
Yes or no?
No, we can't.
See what I mean?
So I
This is
think-
gonna happen.
Alright, can I make a public announcement?
Right. No.
This is like killing the room at this point. Just let it go, Simone.
All I gotta do is let it go.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're
Lead by
right.
example.
No, Samoa.
Yeah, go ahead.
Listen, what I'm saying is, I think if we get intelligible back,
Absolutely.
then we can maybe have a
You don't want to
conversation.
do that?
And I think
I
that.
already spoke to Intelligible. He coming. As soon as he wake up.
Excuse me?
Having a heroic dose of mushrooms that's what they needed, and they brought that to their, hopefully they were the ones that brought that to their experience, whereas there's like probably millions of people that have taken psychedelics, and they're experiencing. They don't have to put the name of God onto it for it to be meaningful. So it's what you bring to the experience, and what you need from the experience is what you take away from the experience. So.
Next in the queue, I want to go to Caleb, and then I want to go to Alfonso, and I see someone in the audience. I see someone. Yes, Mello.
Sorry.
That's
I
okay.
just
Go
wanted
ahead.
to mention that I have something to piggyback on what Caleb and Cora I feel like would be helpful.
Do me a huge favor then. Get a sheet of paper, a Post-it, write down some notes. We'll get to you because Caleb was raising his hand first. I then want to go to Alfonso and see if he has anything to contribute. I suspect he does. We'll go to Mello, and well, I was going to bring Adrian up in a minute, but okay. So let's first go to Caleb. Then we'll go to Alfonso, then Mello, and I know Adrian is going to have something very entertaining, if not educational, to say. Go ahead, Caleb.
Just to underline something that Cora said. The pre-work and the post-work and the psychedelic therapies is actually more important than the treatment stuff. Integration, right? The goal setting and the integration work after the experience is what makes it a unit. And not just the drug trip, and so the intentionality of it all is really, really key to making sure these are therapeutically effective. And the methods are developing and getting stronger and stronger in the clinical settings. We're getting better and better at this. So just something to keep in mind if this is something that you're interested in. This is a process. This isn't like go to the woods, drop a tab of acid, and feel better.
You need expert help.
You need a guide.
Yes. Yeah. Let's go to Alfonso. Alfonso has a lot of experience in neurodivergence, mental health, mental illness. Alfonso, would you like to contribute on this topic right now, or are you good?
Just to say hi, and
okay.
I would comment on something. Most of us who are neurodivergent who have conditions might not be advisable to do psychedelics unless you're advised by a really good professional who knows what they're doing and has tried it, because it can trigger psychosis, schizophrenia, and some other conditions.
Thank you very much. Okay, let's go Mello and then Adrian. Go ahead, Mello.
Yeah, thank you, Cora and Caleb and Alfonso. Your comment is right on point with where I was sort of heading with this. I would just want to double down on the setting that Caleb mentioned.
Yes.
And then also on expert help and guide.
Yep.
There is, but we didn't have a mention ayahuasca or peyote. These are other psychedelics. And ayahuasca has, when you do it, you have to actually do it with a qualified shaman, not just somebody who calls himself a shaman. That's become popular, but someone who's a very qualified shaman, because it's an experience. I mean, you hurl, you throw up, you go through something.
That's, if I'm not mistaken, that is the body's natural defense to the drug because it wants to expel everything in your system so it can deal with what you're putting into your body. Go ahead.
Yeah, that's right. And then I mentioned peyote. This is a cactus. It's actually very strong advocate. And it opened up the world to me in ways that were profound and life-changing forever. I will say, leave it at this. So I just wanted to throw out some PSA. Yeah. So thanks a lot for sharing it.
All right. Thank you. And now we're going to go to Adrian. And I don't know if Adrian's going to take us down a cul-de-sac. We're going to give it a shot. Good morning, Adrian. Welcome to Ask the Atheist. What would you like to talk about?
Hey, good morning. Yeah, I think. Hi, how are you? How's everybody doing? I think the psychedelic conversation, been going on for years on this app. I'm a big proponent of mixing psychedelic, or particularly cannabis, with coffee and red wine. I feel like though that is the triple entendre of ego death, or trying to get to a truth. And I went out on a date with this chick who had done like 100 ayahuasca journeys, and she was talking to aliens. And so there is the danger of schizophrenia, in my opinion, by doing repeated psychedelic sessions with no clear purpose in mind other than just tripping. And so, I read the Bhagavad Gita, I've read the Dhammapada, I've read the Old Testament, New Testament, and if you read the cliff notes of that information, particularly the Dhammapada, which is by Gautama the Buddha, that document can be read in less than 30 minutes while smoking cannabis, having a glass of red wine. If you're an atheist and you read Dhammapada, it's direct wisdom straight from the Buddha. It's not a bunch of stories. It's just straight, hardcore, pure wisdom. If you've never read Dhammapada by Gautama the Buddha, I highly encourage you on a Friday night on Shabbos to drink a glass of red wine, smoke a bowl, roll a joint, have a cup of coffee, read the Dhammapada. And if you're an atheist, you will really question your atheism, because you will see an alternative version of religion or a concept of God which you may not have been presented with because you were born in America. So I would just again encourage you to read the Dhammapada if you're going to smoke cannabis, or the Tao Te Ching by Lao Tzu. The Asian philosophy is essentially self-actualization, peeling away the onions to get to your true self. And everyone here, in my opinion, philosophically speaking, has an immortal soul or spirit. And again, this is conceptual. It's not literal. So many people on this app are so literal, and they don't use the analog, the analogy, or the metaphor in order to try to understand more about themselves. Not even about God or the universe, but themselves. And essentially, this is a project management tool for your life to help you get your shit in order, to get organized, to clean up, to be proficient, to be, dynamic, to change your life for the good, for the better. You are a cup, and what you put in your cup is who you are. And then the rest of the time, you're generally leaking from your cup, like I'm doing right now. So this is my understanding of wisdom and enlightenment, or self-actualization. And a lot of people will disagree with me, but if you read a good book like the Dhammapada, or the Book of Psalms, or Proverbs, or Ecclesiastes, or any of these books, it ultimately is always pointing back to you. And the self-actualization you're looking for is in these good books, the Dhammapada, the Tao Te Ching, Lao Tzu. All of these books, whether it's from India or China or Japan or America or Middle East or whatever, is always pointing back to the self. So thank you, Steve. I hope I was succinct.
Yeah, you were. Thank you. First class escort to the VIP. Yeah, definitely not a cul-de-sac, but.
And
yes, Cora, go ahead.
That
Go ahead.
particular interpretation of Buddhism was way off the mark. Just gonna say that, way off the mark, folks. Go talk to an actual
It's just one profile's opinion, Yeah, go ahead, Cora.
Well, I mean, there is no essential identity if you really get down to it, and that's what the Buddhists like to lead you to. Hopefully, that's the path anyway.
Yeah. Let's see. We've got a couple of speakers that want to come up. Sick. Good morning, Sick, and welcome to Ask the Atheist. What would you like to talk about? Sick. Going once.
I like to listen to you guys.
So basically, I got shot down, I got assassinated, and I was told exactly everything I said has nothing to do with Buddhism. Thank you very little. She presented no counter argument other than an opinion on what I said or who I am. Typical Cora.
You look good with that scarf, though.
Bitch!
You're so ugly.
See, this is why even like saying my opinion is useless. I should have just read from the Dhammapada.
How you can navigate racism?
That is great.
Come up here.
Hi, Jigaboo. What up, Whoopi Goldberg?
Lordy, my name is Jigaboo.
Jigaboo, what'd you do last night? Did you get your asshole reamed out by some big black cock?
Ridiculous. I was on Mid-Journey and I made my new AI avatar.
Mmm.
You like my work?
Have you used Copilot yet?
No, I've used Mid-Journey.
Copilot
Why?
Copilot is built into Microsoft,
Why didn't you mod Abby?
Because she's a Jew.
and she's at the grocery store.
Oh, she's not a Jew. Forgot.
I'm a Jew, Zach.
No, you're not a Jew. You're a Canadian.
Yeah, you don't count as a Jew. Canadians are like non-playable characters.
Yeah.
Oh, forgot. Sorry. I don't know why you guys are downplaying the fact that I'm a Jew.
Excuse me, are you saying we're Down syndrome here? We're not Downies.
Okay, fine. Shavua Tov and L'chaim. Mazal Tov. Do you want to say the Kiddush?
Like, Zach's like, we're not Downies.
Why don't you teach Zach the Kiddush?
I turned back.
Zach, do you support the Jewish people in their quest to conquer Gaza?
Zach is a Christian.
So you don't think that the Jewish people are justified, via October 7th in taking over the Gaza Strip? My bad, Zach. I will leave you alone. Let me ask the Jew then. Do you think that it's... Let me ask the Jewish Canadian girl. M. That's fine. I get it. All right. Well, then my work here is complete. Abby, let me know. Tell them not to round up at the grocery store. Get all your coupons ready. They look like it, right? Actually, you know what girls are saying now? If you look more masculine, you're the hotter model. You got to be very androgynous.
Oh no, that pink one, the pink dress looks like a man.
I know, right? Oh, I'm in love with her. She's Jewish. Her name is Paige. I called her last night. I called her yesterday. She actually took my call. She's been like ignoring me or blocking me or whatever. Actually, let's call her right now. That one is Israeli. She's Jewish. But the page on the right says she's Jewish. Really? Those are big glasses. Those are like, and they're plastic. They're not even prescription.
Oh my god.
Why are you wearing non-prescription glasses?
Because my friend Max, this Jewish guy that I know, every time we'd go out, he'd spit in my face. And I was like, bro, I'm going to start wearing fake glasses because I'm going to show you all the spit on my face from fucking hanging out with
How
you.
does it make you feel that you look people will never accept you? That's what's so phenomenal about you.
Thank you. I'm actually, I'm very happy right now in my life. So nothing can really bring me down. I get the feeling that like everything that horrible that has...
That's a cool story, Adrian.
Thanks.
Third chapter, if we slow down. So which of these girls are you gonna marry?
I would love to marry the man in the blonde wig. Her name is Paige on the right, the far right in the pink. She's very cute. She's super special. But I'll tell you the truth, she's kind of a bitch. She's actually a bitch. I will be honest with you.
Adrian, does she know about your views on Jewish girls?
My views on Jewish girls? What do you mean? I love Jewish girls.
He likes any girl.
No, that's not true. I particularly like really nice, hot Jewish girls who are well educated and very nice and come from nice families. Those are called good people.
So she can provide for you.
No, I don't need a woman to provide for me. I can provide for a woman.
Yeah.
What do you do for a living? You're just on the internet making
He's a movie
I'm a project manager. I open and close offices for the government.
What are you eating? What are you eating? I heard
I'm drinking Southern Comfort. I'm drinking Southern Comfort with orange juice. I'm having a screwdriver and smoking a bowl and drinking coffee.
Oh, be careful. Good thing you're a Jew, because if you're a black one, you'd be pregnant right now with 20 kids.
Abby, it's good to hear your voice. It's been a while. Jigaboo's always here.
I know, I missed you.
What's new with you?
Believe it or not, I did miss you.
That's her. That's Abby. I made her poster.
I would say she's got the size proportions right, but no way Abby has hair like that.
She looks like Ivanka Trump.
A black Vanka.
If that's actually you, Abby, you're actually.
Oh, yes, you do. Look like a black Melania Trump.
Like, at this point, you will just say anything.
Actually, M kind of looks like Melania a little bit.
She does. People actually do call me Melania, but nobody I do like just because of my name.
Oh.
Ukrainian or what? You're Russian.
No.
I'm Ukrainian, Russian, Jew on my dad's side. And my mom, she's German, British, English.
Genocide.
Yeah, the Jews and the Nazis got married and created me.
Genocide.
You're the Antichrist.
That's right.
That's a bit of a well.
Gelatinous, how are you doing?
How are you doing?
Are you still angry with me? I'm sorry I can't accept your Instagram friend requests. Do you still have children? Or did the government take them from you and adopt them to a Muslim family?
Abby, when I talk, he deliberately talks over me this work.
I'm sorry, go ahead, love. Didn't mean to interrupt.
He's trolling.
I'm gonna go on mute now. Sorry, gelatinous.
talking. That's admin, not me, right? I mean,
You're thanking Jesus on a Sunday that you weren't born gay and black.
oh my God, well, I do have to say, I think the Jews for killing Jesus, because I wouldn't have Sunday off, you know.
It was the Romans.
That's true. I didn't think about that. We get one day off.
It was Jews. It was not the Romans. The Italians. They just made Olive Garden.
Yeah, the Italian Romans blame the Jews blame the Roman Italians.
Yeah.
It was the Jews that made them do it.
They probably bribed them so that they could skin him alive. But was Jesus really Jewish though?
I heard he was
He was Jewish.
he's a black man.
What was his legal name? What was his government name, I wonder? It couldn't have just been Jesus.
It was Yeshua.
So he went around town saying, like, he went around town and trolling, and then everybody was like, Yeshua was just here, and that fucker just said that the government is corrupt. Yeah, I know, my mic is fine. I can't, it's the phone.
No, when you come back in the room, your mic will be better.
Okay, I'll try it.
I just said no. Hi, Kevin.
Oh my God.
Hi, Kevin. Oh, Kevin, I wanted to talk to you. Kevin, I watched a movie you suggested. I couldn't believe it.
I'm gonna be very little
Kevin.
I'm just giving a warning right now, but this one, I'm gonna be anti-Semitic.
That's fine. Kevin, I watched a movie, The 100 Days in Silo, or whatever it was called, like 100 Days in Sodom or whatever. It was so disgusting. It took me 3 days to get that horror movie out of my mind. That was disgusting.
Hold on. Jacob, are you at your But Adrian doesn't.
No. I can handle UM and I can handle Atticus, but this one right here, this one's a little.
Kevin's really smart though. Kevin's really smart. He's very smart.
You know, I never met a Jew who's so triggered, but yet is not religious, and yet is not consider himself Jewish, but yet only becomes a Jew when it comes to political things.
He's going places, Jigaboo. He's technically you, but the white version of you. That's why you
You're
don't like him.
literally using the blacks method of fucking political strategy.
Wow, you hear that, Kevin? He's calling you an N-word. You are the N-word to him, Kevin. How do you feel?
I am the walrus.
I don't think that's
Oh, honey,
Kevin, what's up with you in your life? How's your girlfriend doing, Kevin?
it's a man.
Mazel tov. I'm so glad that you guys are going to become lawyers and you didn't buy a house at these high interest rates because,
We didn't buy a house. No, I don't have an anti-house now. Anti-homeowner.
wow, Mazel tov. Mazel tov. You're going places, Kevin. You know things.
Agenda 2030.
I'm excited to never like have some contractor come into my home and like rate me to replace a boiler. It's like, oh, actually, it's gonna be $11,000.
Don't say that. Don't say that, Kevin. Don't do predictive programming on me. Now I know why Jigaboo hates you.
You're so messed up.
That's your, like, that really makes sense.
I just can't look at Kevin. You're like a disgrace to call yourself a fucking guy.
Yeah, how do you call yourself Jewish, Kevin, and have any respect for yourself?
Like,
Get him
we're
out
gonna
of
pay
here.
rent.
No, don't remove him. Don't remove him.
Dad,
You're
shut up,
joking.
man. Don't remove
No,
him.
you shut up.
Don't remove him.
You can't.
Whoa, I'm reporting you, Zach. I'm reporting you. I'm reporting you. I'm reporting you. I'm calling the Yellow Canary Coal Mine Hotline. I'm reporting you, Zach. Super Mario should not be racist.
Do you know what that means?
No, he doesn't.
He knows exactly what that means. Otherwise, he wouldn't have said the word. Doesn't matter. I'm reporting you, Zach. Super Mario's going down. Got you. We got you. We finally got you. We don't care if you're a paraplegic laying in a stretcher for the rest of your life. We got you, and now I'm reporting you. This Jew hate, this anti-Semitism is not permissible. You're being reported to the Yellow Canary Coal Mine.
He's not gonna report you.
How would you rate Solo out of 10?
I'd give it like maybe 4 to a 6. It's so hard to say. But I'll be honest with you, the final scene where he's sitting in the room and then you see the silent torture like through like this blurred out fart, like it was very special. And so I think the interesting thing about the movie is actually talking about the metaphors or like the meanings behind the visuals. It's I think it's more interesting to talk about than it is to watch because it's like a scat film. So it's like talking about three girls, one cup, but there's extreme violence mixed in. So the mess, from what I read online about fascism,
Bitch, you are living 2009. The fact that you have your hipster white prescription glasses and you're talking about fucking girls with 2 cups. Are you like back in a time machine? Like, come out of the fucking early 2000s.
no, you're right. It's the Democratic National Committee and the
You
convention
literally
happening here
are
in
shopping
Chicago.
at Urban Outfitters right now.
DNC 24. DNC.
What happened to the director?
Yeah, he got murdered right when it came out. Isn't that awesome? That actually made the whole thing enjoyable for me because I was like, to know that that guy who made that film got murdered, I was like, thank God, there is a God.
He didn't get murdered. He got beat to a pole, run over several times with his own car, and had his testicles crushed.
So why do you think they killed him? Was it just a random robbery, or was there some patriot who wanted to destroy evil in the world?
So it's highly contested. They actually like the investigation reopened like a few years ago a little bit. I think one of the running theories is that there was a extortion effort against him when like some mob stole one of his films or something like that, and he basically said like fuck you, and he like didn't want to like go along with the extortion, so they killed him horribly. But some
Got
people
it.
also think it was like more politically motivated, that they didn't like that his movie was a critique of fascism, so they killed him. I think it's probably like I think the truth is probably somewhere closer to like it was some other bullshit. You know what I mean? Like it's just hard for me to believe.
Okay, so in terms of communication theory, and I believe that all communication is hypnosis. I feel like watching a film like that is a test of one's patience to the highest degree. And so when you go through it and you come out the other end, it's like there's no catharsis. It's just its revulsion and disgustingness. But then when you research the film and you find out that he was heinously murdered right after creating that disgusting film that you just sat through, that's when the catharsis takes place.
But there's a little bit of what would you say? The movie's definitely like in kind of the endurance test category of movie, where it's really not meant to like be enjoyable. It's meant to
Right.
push your limits in
Yeah.
order to get a certain message across.
But what is the message, though? That fascism is disgusting and despicable?
Well, I think the like obvious metaphor of the movie is that there's this idea of fascist societies that they're like hyper rigid and in control, but really they're highly anarchic because the people at the top are able to do literally whatever they want.
So I recently started working on a new film. It's about a group of white people that fall prey to black Hebrew Israelites, and they start licking their boots and serving them like 9 to 5, 40 hours a week. And then they find themselves enslaved to a black Hebrew Israelite cult. And what they do to these white people in their inner sanctum, and the tortures and basically the gratuitous slavery of white Americans working for black Hebrew Israelites is what the whole film is about. It's essentially the same thing as 100 Days in Silo, but I use white.
It's 120 days of Sodom.
Oh, 120 days. Anyways, what do you think? What do you think about my new scat film, basically using white people at the feet of black Hebrew Israelites in a cult in Venice Beach?
Well, it's so Jewish of you to make that film.
No, the whole thing deals with cults because the movie wasn't just about fascism. It's about essentially cults. I don't know. It's a very crazy film, and I live in Chicago, and the DNC is happening right now, and Joe Biden literally flew over my house in like the presidential helicopter.
I was just in Chicago. I should have reached out.
Oh yeah, I mean, too bad. It would have been great. I mean, I'm thinking that I've already organized Democratic National Committee events. Like I'm throwing parties, and so I'm gonna try to like do some top secret undercover recording in the same way that James O'Keefe films these people. So I created all these Grinder accounts, and I'm throwing all these LGBTQ parties in Lakeview. I'm sure you were there, Kevin. Did you go to Lakeview? Did you go to Boys Town?
Of course, I went to this bathhouse. It was really gay. There was lots of oil involved.
Wow. Did you go with your girlfriend or your boyfriend?
Both.
Whoa.
We're poly.
Do you guys do a throuple? Do you do throupling?
I mostly watch. It's
Whoa. Ooh, you're a young man. This is not looking good. So, anyways, what I'm trying to say is health, wealth, love, peace of mind, happiness, and strength. I'm going to individually bring down the entire Democratic Party by filming all these senators and congressmen having gay sex with children. And I just want to let all the DNC liberal Democrat clown people to know that once I have you on recording like Jeffrey Epstein, I'm going to blackmail you. And I want cash.
Again, like a typical Jew.
That's very anti-Semitic of you. And that's stereotypical. You're a bigot. You're a British racist.
I am.
My brother, I'm also doing the same thing, but to the Republicans.
What do you should invite the Pakistani elite, to like some soiree in New Delhi.
No, it's not Pakistani. I'm just playing my Pakistani card and going to the Republican parties of building that, big Republican guys having some fake spiritual shit. I'm going to sell the video auto later, like you become rich. I think you and I, we should get together, buy part collaboration.
It's true. We should exchange notes on operations. So, Kevin, what are you doing this beautiful Sunday that Jesus Christ made with his dead body on the cross?
I just went to the gym, and I'm going to hang out with my girlfriend today. We might go play mini golf or just walk around. Maybe,
Why don't you two read a book to each other and do something useful with your life? Yeah, did you know that these things called books, they exist outside of TikTok?
you like arcades?
Yeah, those are
To
great.
be honest, Abby, I'm in a different room right now with the sweets. It's much better than this fucking autistic people on here. So you should come in here. Go to the Jemima room.
No, there's a bunch of racists in there. They hate Jews, Jigaboo.
No, it's much better.
No, they platform anti-Semites like Zach.
I don't see it.
Yeah. Here,
I know, but you're anti-Semites. Damn, Zach, you're gonna let him ruin your room like that? All the cultivation work you put into creating this house, this room, you're gonna let Jigaboo siphon out your room? All right, well, Zach, Kevin, if you want to join me in the Semitic room, I'm gonna create a pro-Semitic room.
Hey, Peekaboo, how are you?
I'll be back. Well, I won't be back. Join me in the pro-Semitic room. I can't keep hanging out with all you anti-Semites. I'm going to the pro-Semitism. Is anyone else pro-Semitism? You hear a lot about anti-Semitism, but you never hear about pro-Semitism. You really think that that is better than what we were talking about? Yeah, you are a jigaboo. You're such a jigaboo. Ooh, okay, now it's getting good. LGBTQ, CRT, BLM, DEI.
You know, John, the fact that you have potentials, but I like you, but sometimes you really don't have a theme. You're like a fucking damn diarrhea bowl.
Yeah, I try to be essentially diaphanous. I want to be trans, but I don't really want to be trans. You see what I'm saying?
Don't be a trans.
It's like being trans, but not being trans. It's like having the wisdom and the psychology of a trans, but not presenting.
Sweetie, you live in Chicago. You're gonna get killed by blacks.
No, that's okay. I'm on Grindr. I have only verified profiles.
Hey, by the way, no troll. Where they gonna build the Obama Presidential Library at? What park is that?
Yeah, it's downtown. They took over great real estate.
Oh shit! I heard it's like a whole bunch of black neighborhoods that be gentrified.
No, I think it's near Hyde Park, which is University of Chicago.
Yes, that's what it is. Hyde Park.
Hyde Park is a very fancy area, but it's surrounded by the ghetto, and so when you are surrounded by the ghetto, you become the ghetto.
Oh, like Harlem.
Yeah. Girls just walk around with like transparent backpacks and their cell phone and their money on display. So when young black men come up to them, they don't even have to resist. They say, "It's right there, just take it." Yeah, they just give it up. And then they run to a telephone to call 911. They have these 911 telephones all over Hyde Park in case you get robbed. It's hilarious.
What the fuck is 911 telephone?
It's independent poles that the police put in so you could quickly call 911 because there's so many muggings. No, I'm serious. I'm not making it. Yeah, this is University of Chicago security system. It's integrated with the police. I'm not making this up. There's so many robberies and so many muggings and so many people getting constantly robbed everywhere all day long throughout Hyde Park because it's surrounded by the ghetto that they installed these 911 telephones everywhere. So right after you get mugged, you can quickly run to that phone and say, "Hey, I just got mugged," and they'll be like, "Where are you?" And then they'll just like send the police and they'll be like, "Stop, Schwartz! We know you just robbed that girl Madeline. Stop, Schwartz! Drop what's in your hands."
I mean, I heard of panic polls.
It's panic polls. Panic polls, exactly. They have panic polls all over the college.
Is it with the blue light?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, they're called panic.
Yeah. There you go. See, I never lived down there, but I dated this girl once for like a hot second, and she was horrible, but oh yeah, I gotta put her down in my notes.
Every time I talk to you, it's talking about you're talking to a girl, you're dating someone. You actually are, or you're just living a facade?
No, I'm not dating anybody. I'm totally single. I'm going out with hopefully a new chick today at 1 o'clock.
When's the last time you grabbed someone?
When I stooped?
When you...
Paige?
Yeah,
No, I want a date Paige. Oh, we should call her. Can you guys mute up and I'll call Paige?
Call her.
Okay.
Tell her you want to go to a party.
So she has a black bestie and she posted him on Instagram saying he's just my friend. And she's like, I lost hundreds of followers after I posted that. I was dying laughing. I was like, because anyways, he was bitching at her about not wanting to come to his birthday party. Yeah, she's super funny. Okay, let's call this bitch up.
How old is she?
Maybe 26, 25.
She's too young for you.
That's okay. We can be friends.
How old are you? You're like 40, right?
41, yeah. I told her I'm a millionaire. If you can say it, it is not true.
Well, I do have to say, for 41, you do have a nice body, but I don't like the tattoos.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail.
Yeah, straight to voicemail. What should I text her?
Hey, bitch, let's go fuck.
Oh, call me back. What should I say? Call me back. I have. No, just call me back. Let's.
Kinda miss you. What's your number? Call me baby.
Kind of miss you. Call me
Abby,
baby.
why you not talking? I have nothing to say. You're pissing me off, Abby. Zach wants into the other room. I know. Everyone's in here. Ask Zach to come back. Oh my god, you guys are friends with my special ed friend Zach. Hi Zach, ahoy hoy.
Oh, Zach's over there now. How does Zach move around? I thought if you're a paraplegic, you can't technically get around. Some people think that making fun of the paraplegics in our society is too radical of a form of comedy.
Oh my god, the fire Chinese. Fucking transvestite bitch.
What are you doing today, Jigaboo?
I'm probably gonna. Who's? I heard a fucking man in here. Is there a transvestite?
Yeah. Miss Andrews,
Girl, who the fuck were you fighting last night with? You were in the most ghettoest fucking niggerish room, bro.
Ooh.
I was cutting up.
Yes, you were.
Miss Andrews, why are you still talking about yesterday? Why are you still talking about yesterday? You don't have to take yesterday's conversation from the chillism room and bring it in here.
You packed them up?
Oh.
She picked up Rick.
Yeah.
Oh,
I blocked him. He was text messaging me like spam links, like click on this link.
shut up, hamburger. Did you fight with Rick? Not Rick.
Rich, he's got a wife and kids. He works in oil fields in like Dakota or something. I don't know.
He's an Uber driver tonight, and then tomorrow he works in
Damn. He's not stupid though. Why were you getting in a fight with him? What were you fighting with him about?
I packed him before, and like you know how people hold up posse on the side. So like every time I call, if regardless if it's to him or to the room, he had himself. So they don't know, played with him.
And where did that get you? It brought you here right now, and you're still talking about it. So it's just memories in your brain. Like, what's the point?
I didn't bring it up. You could brought it up in my space too.
Oh, word.
That's right.
Word.
It's okay, girl. You can never be like me, girl.
See, Jigaboo's full psycho. Miss Andrews, you could learn something from Jigaboo because he's actually psychologically psychotic. He's a very dangerous person.
Oh my god, I'm saying. Where have you been, Miss Andrews? I haven't seen you over ghost. The fucking ghetto ass room is that leave.
Yeah, I'm in and out. I've been in and out.
I love it in and out. It's such a good place.
Do you get a double-double or do you just get a cheeseburger? What? Oh, you're poor. You don't live in good area then.
Yeah, she lives in the freaking jungles of
They don't have an in and out in New York City, bro.
Oh, shit.
Bro, they're probably gonna have in and out when you're 80 years old, bro. It's really intense.
So where do you get cheeseburgers in New York?
I make my own cheeseburgers.
Yeah.
How do you make your cheeseburger? I bet you make them charred.
I like them very thin, to be honest.
Oh, hey, little Haiti here. Hey, little Haiti, we're talking about food. Talk about a cheeseburger and little Haiti appears.
I'm saying it's plain. I don't put that much ingredients in it.
Oh, okay.
You know, I cooked a New York strip the other day. Have you ever cooked, or no, filet mignon? Have you ever cooked filet mignon?
I never cooked a filet mignon, but I definitely cooked it.
You know, what the amazing thing about cooking meat is you heat it up, you heat the meat, you cook the meat, you heat it up, and then you eat it.
Little Haiti, do you think my PTR is racist, bitch? Yes, it is. It's a black man. That's racist, bitch, the fact that all this stuff that I PTR, this is the one that triggers you, bitch. Yeah, that triggers you real bad. You're tricking me. You're just real racist right now.
Jigaboo. You know, honestly, this hate speech.
Hey, what's up?
You think it's funny? You think Jigaboo's picture's racist? It's not
It is
racist.
definitely racist, but it is.
Oh my.
Why is it racist though?
Just last night. I made this.
Because is it racist because he has white reflection? There's like light reflecting off of his face, so it makes him look white. I think the white in the face is the racist part. Because honestly, like, how do you go from being all black to having like a bright white splotch on your face? Like, what is that white splotch on your forehead?
Girl, I know what I was doing, girl. Don't play dumb. I'm educated. I know what I did.
Think about it.
Well, I'm gonna change it. It's cute. I kind of like it. I made it last night in Midjourney.
What did you type in? Anti-Semitism, and that's what came out?
No, for AI generated, you have to be very clever with your words because it's really biased and stupid. So to get it to do this, I put generate a happy little black boy with big scrumptious lips with a fringe. Make his skin black like soot from the chimney. That's how you get root. And have his
Those are good command prompts. Very specific. Wonderful. Do you want me to do a prompt into Copilot and we'll see what comes out?
Yes.
So I have Copilot on my desktop, which is amazing, but it's like you'll upload an image and how it comes back with what you upload, there's no rhyme or reason. I mean, it's just like random what comes out of it, but it's still pretty cool what comes out of it because it does make these 3D images.
You have to play with the fine tune because there's certain filters. So I just play around with like which one looks more good for a character.
So
No, I wasn't there. Nita removed me. You was there. No, Nita removed me, bitch. You was talking shit. You was like, why you gonna fight back? Oh, I don't remember that. You're being delusional, little Haiti. Why you starting shit? You was there, honey. Girl, no, I'm not. I was supposed to be. Girl, you have a screenshot. This was a while ago. Then it never happened, girl. You gotta have proof nowadays. Yeah, I'm like, this shit. Girl, you playing me, bitch. You playing me. We're trapping up in this shit. You like shy up in here, shit. You was in there, honey. No, I wasn't, honey. No, girl, you're just talking shit, girl. You're just saying out shit, girl. What are you talking about? Abby, why are you not talking, bitch? You're pissing me off. What do you want, Trenton? Where's Zach? He's having fun in the suite. Why did you make him go in there? Let's come back. Because you were being a bitch because you don't want to go because you're scared of Wesley, the little bitch you are. I don't know why. Yeah, but of course I'm scared of him. He said the most nasty shit. Who cares? You say you're gonna rape some. That's disgusting, dumbass. Girl, like you say and everything, and it's you literally tell people that you're gonna rape them. No, I don't. I'm gonna fuck you so good, you fuck. I'm gonna rape you, bitch. Yeah, because they tell me, so I pretend to be a man. So if someone jumps off the bridge and tells you, would you do it? No, that's not the same, dumbass. Yes, it is.
if some big black guy took his big black cock out and told you to stick it in his booty hole, would you do it?
You really need to fix your head. Yeah, you need to fix your headphones.
Oh, I gotta leave and come back.
But no, he said it. He was genuine about it. I don't want to. With who? With Wesley. But it never happened. I have to have proof.
So I can't upload anything to Instagram because people on this app are so disgusting. This is my latest removed content messages say. It says bullying and harassment and hate speech. It's like you can't even record people on this app anymore because everything is considered hate speech or bullying because everybody's so disgusting.
You're getting flagged.
Yeah, Instagram's algorithm is automatically deleting all of my shit because everything on this app is toxic.
Oh, Abby, what's that app that he should go on?
Chatter.
Chatter.
Oh, Chatter.
Have you been on
I
it?
think he's already on Chatter.
It's kind of stupid, to be honest.
No, I mean, why would I want to go to some bubonic plague rooms?
Are you recording Lisa's rooms also?
Oh, I've been recording the shit out of her shit.
My body is in.
Do you like her takes now? Now she's wants her to be pro-Semitic.
Her tits became Semitic?
I didn't say that. You said I said you want her to be Semitic, pro-Semitic, so she is. What are you gonna marry her?
Are you out of your fucking mind? I'd rather go jerk off and go take a nap.
Why do you say that? It was so weird.
That was just a ploy. I was doing neurolinguistic programming
Oh, okay. Why?
to manipulate her.
There's no room on Chatter, bitches. It's so boring.
Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
Yeah, exactly. Let's talk about it. You remember Nelson, right?
Let's talk about it.
You know what's interesting, Abby, is
He doesn't know who Nelson is.
Abby. You know what's interesting is when we came up with that think about that. I hear that all the time now. Think about that. I hear that all the time now, and I always die laughing because it's kind of like saying that's weird. That's what happens at the end of all these clown house rooms. If you've been on this app for years and you've heard every conversation under the sun, that's what happens when a jigaboo eventually runs out of things to say. They go, "That's weird."
Here, Abby, I'm gonna buy you a Chatter.
Huh?
Abby, I'm gonna buy you a Chatter right now.
I don't have it.
I'm giving you right now, you stupid bitch. Go to your fucking Telegram and I give you a fucking link. So shut the fuck up. I'm gonna fuck over your Go right, because I want you to have a fucking account, bitch. Just make a fucking account.
Because he wants to try to get some money out of you.
Okay, who wants the invite?
Give them also.
Why don't you just pass out ropes so people can go hang themselves even more than they hang themselves on this stupid app?
Yeah, and how come you don't make one for the Jews, you know?
I was already invited, but like I don't need something else to hang out on.
Oh, then I guess I'm not gonna. You know what? It's like I got you a gift, and you're just like degraded my gift because like I already got one. Sorry, someone gave it to me. You know what? It's the gift that counts. Okay.
Thank you. Because I don't get it.
You know what? Randy was right about you.
Really? What did you say?
Ooh.
I just said that to see what you say.
Yeah, why would anybody care what Randy has to say? Because he's on FetLife right now, probably having a mimosa while jerking off with like a whip on his dick. I mean, who cares what he says? He's retarded.
That's right.
Oh my God, you are Randy.
That's right. See, even Randy is his own worst enemy. He can't break free from his He is literally mental. I mean, he can't break free from his hold on his Greek Orthodox Christianity. It has a hold on him. He's psychotic. He's crazy. And he mixes that with fetish, dominatrix type sexual activities. He's no Christian. He's a camel jockey. He's a shawarma eating little rat. He's barely a human being. I mean, he's lucky he's in Canada. He should be in some cave somewhere searching for fucking, rock salt or something. I mean, he's a despicable human being.
Okay. Did you get all of that anger?
Oh, that's not anger. That's just a critique of that disgusting shawarma eating camel looking rat of a human being. It's not anger. It's just analysis.
Tell us how much you love Randy.
How much would I love to have the Canadian Mounties come to his office at work at the bank and have him arrested and deported on the same day? How about you tell him that? Because if I can make that happen in Canada for him, I will.
Well, okay, hold on. Like I have like love for Andy. I actually spent a good amount of time talking to him the other day. Not like him too much, but anyway, why do you dislike him so much? He doesn't. Oh. That would make me otherwise. Yeah, he says this, but then in front of him they're all buddy buddy. Yeah, but that just shows how fake everybody is on this app. It is. He'll be mean to him in front of him too. I think Adrian is like specifically quote unquote with everyone. I also don't understand all of your exes and comments that were disrespectful.
Good morning. This is Clubhouse. This is Bottom Talk, only on Clubhouse.
Like, you should really do something with you. I said it first though.
Honey, I'm not trying to be like Captain Underpants.
Anyways, I'm just saying that Randy. I'm actually trying to help Randy in the sense
By
that
the way, Abby, you were right about what Ryan said about bipolar thingy. I just confirmed it with Lou, and he said he did say that, and I told him.
I told you. I'm not lying to you about it.
Yeah, I told him regardless, I told him I'm not mad at you, but I'm like I just don't even care. But I mean, I just was curious because Lou was in the room with Rabbi a night ago, and I told Lou, quick question, because Abby and Ryan are having a fight, something about they were talking about me, blah blah blah, but I don't care. But I just want to know what happened. He's like, well, we were talking about you, something like that. I'm like, how? I'm like, he doesn't remember. He's like, oh, I don't remember. I'm like, well, did Ryan say anything like I'm bipolar or something? I'm like, oh yeah, he said something like that. I'm like, oh, okay, that's all.
No, not bipolar, multipolar, like you have multiple personalities.
Well, honey, it's really hard to have a mind like me. You know, like
yeah,
that,
but he didn't say it maliciously, like I said, but he did say it, So, he can deny as much as he wants. And I told him, I understand I cannot prove it, but when we die, we will get to know the truth, Maybe, I don't know, maybe even not.
Like a Muslim
maybe
now.
even not. Like I said, maybe even not, but I'm not lying about this. You guys are you're in the matrix. You're watching. You guys all been talking fast. Yes, we do. We're like a dysfunctional family.
I mean, I'm all fine with shit talking. I don't care. As long as you don't step the boundaries, and people know my limits and stuff. When I shit talk, I usually do it for banter and stuff. And usually I don't know, it's not maliciously. So I'm like, oh my god, you're a fucking
Okay. Well, let me just tell you, I think Randy was quite upset about the whole transaction. I know.
The what?
The whole napkin. I know.
No.
Did he tell you that?
I get over.
Well, the things that he said back in response, he said some things in response to that I don't even want to speak honestly, we're not nice. So obviously he was upset about that. What?
Shut up, little Haiti. People are talking. Shut up, Haiti.
Yeah. About me? Yeah. What did he say? Oh, I'll tell you in charge. No one understands.
Basically, don't talk shit in front of him
front of Diogenes, that's all.
What?
Well, I'm just telling Abby, just don't talk shit about Randy in front of Diogenes, that's all.
No, what did Randy say? He kind of like dragged Diane.
It's like, here, listen to me.
No,
It's
hold
like
on,
me.
hold on.
No, I'm giving you an example. I'm gonna be really quick. It's like me getting pissed off that you guys are like making fun of me and poking fun of me in front of Travis or Uncle, my enemy, like my ops. That's what he's getting pissed off at. That's all.
And Dash is not his enemy, first of all. Well, he kind of threw him under the bus. Well, honestly, you asked why Dash is blocked. Oh, right. Oh, sorry. Why Randy has Dash in his block, not even the opposite. And he gave you the honest story. But what did he say about me? And I don't know who. No, I don't want to say it.
And no, Abby, I'm not. If you're gonna go fucking crazy with Randy, I'm.
Kick me from the room.
Positive effects are clearly documented, but you shouldn't be doing it on your own. You need a medical expert. Let's first go to Cora and see if Cora wants to comment anymore. We'll then go to Alfonso, Sam, and Rabbi. Cora, any thoughts?
Dr. James and
Oh, Dr. James too. Cora, any thoughts, or are you good for now?
I will just say the other benefit to like getting your medication, your psychedelics from a therapeutic clinic is that they're going to have uniformity of dosage. For example, you said 2 grams, Uncle Steve. Like 2 grams of the mushrooms that I'm able to harvest an hour and a half from my house. They're the second most potent cyanogens in the world, and that's a hell of a lot more than like just.
I last did mushrooms 15, 20 years ago.
I
So,
know.
Yeah.
So you have to be careful. They're actually looking at like psilocybin content. So in those cases, as opposed to just like weighing out some produce, So anyway, so you do have to be careful, like
weighing out some produce. Yes.
Yeah, I mean they're mushrooms. Like, what you can do? So they do actually, standardize the dosages in those cases. So if you're particularly with microdosing, if you're looking for like more consistency, that's a much a benefit of going through official channels, put it that way.
Thank you. Alfonso, would you like to contribute on microdosing? If not, it's okay. Okay, we can come back. Let's try Sam. Sam, would you like to contribute on microdosing?
No comment. I don't know anything about it.
Got it. Let's go to Rabbi and then Dr. James. Rabbi, would you like to contribute on microdosing?
I'm all good.
Dr. James. Dr. James going once. Dr. James going twice.
Hello.
Hi, I gotcha.
Yeah, so, I think when I'm thinking about microdosing psilocybin or magic mushrooms or whatever, I'm not thinking about someone having a religious experience. I'm thinking about someone who's taking something very perceptually. And so I didn't read the article yet, and so I need to do that, but I'm not really making the connection between people having religious experiences and people microdosing. And there's only I would say limited research that shows real measurable efficacy on microdosing. Not that it cannot be effective, and anecdotally, I have found microdosing to at least be effective at increasing the shimmer in my step. I mean, I haven't done that recently or anything like that, but over my lifetime, this is something that I think has been around for some time, and it's only now that all these things are really coming to light again, since the laws are loosening up a bit around psychedelics. The other thing I was going to say is that recently,
and so is overdosing. But please continue. Yes.
Yeah, I mean, but actually, the interesting thing about psilocybin is that it kind of is the overdose that
leads to the mystical experience. And so overdose is really a very subjective and imprecise term.
The regulating of the program or whatever that was just way too close. So he went 3 steps above his superior officer so that he could be removed from it. But these are the 2 stolen valor claims.
And this is why you can't listen to people who are not in the military because it's like you don't understand that. No. You don't understand that. No. You can't.
Wait, what am I gonna leave for? Leave for is military? That's what I'm talking like. Go ahead, leave for. Please, man, please.
Yeah, let me finish, bro.
Oh, okay, go ahead some more. Sorry about that. I thought you were done.
No. All right. So these are the stolen valor claims, right? As far as claiming to be a wartime veteran, claiming that these are the weapons that I carried in war. Like that's one of the points.
That's the point.
You never went to Iraq.
Points of the same point.
No. So there's 2 instances where they're pointing at where he had a point to where he could have cleared the record and he chose not to.
Yeah,
when he was with
down on the shit.
So then when he was
I'm a wartime veteran.
So what he said was, we should not have guns on the street like the ones that I carried in war.
Yeah.
Right. So anyways, and then the next instance was right, and then they had and then the Kamala Harris campaign went back and said he misspoke. So that's an admission there in itself. And then the other one was where the 5-star family was sitting there and they represented this guy as if he was an Afghan, like he went to Afghanistan, and he didn't correct the record. He just sat there and nodded, like, yeah, I'm at Afghanistan deployment, whatever, right? So these are the points where, these are the points where, as a politician, he's able to use everybody else's experience to basically pick himself up as being this authority figure. But go ahead, bro.
Go ahead, Lethal. This is Lethal. Yeah, Louis, that's Mrs. Lethal, bro. Unmute your mic. There you go.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good on talking. Like,
you sure, bro?
Yeah, man. Like, this is a lot of misinformation. Like, I'm gonna give you an example, right, Nathan? Like, if you do a DA-31, right? If you do a DA-31, you give it to your supervisor, right? Your supervisor denies it. Does the DA-31 stop there?
Of course
I'm
not.
asking Nathan. Of course not. Because it's a recommended.
Exactly.
They can only recommend the disapproval or approvals, right? So so the person that you're talking about, Samoa, can only recommend disapproval or approval. They don't have no underlying, like, no, you cannot stop. You cannot pass go. You cannot collect $200. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's why y'all niggas need to stop listening to people who ain't in the military, bro. And then, like, let alone, like, people who aren't in the Army as well, because, like, our promotion system is different from everybody else's promotion system. So, like, then you have to take in the promotion system from back then, right? Because during the time, like, when Iraq and Afghanistan started, the promotion system didn't really need, they didn't need niggas to go to NCOES schools to get promoted.
Bro, you just had to deploy at some point. If you was deployed, you could get something.
No, and I'm not.
Khalifa, I think what you're missing is he said he was never given the opportunity to even opine on it. That he found out when he went to the meeting in April that this guy was gone. He was like, hey, where the hell is Tim at?
Yeah, what is he?
Right?
So Nathan, once again, so I'm gonna talk to someone who's in the military. Right? What command sergeant major talks to a captain at LT about getting their approval shit done? Or even that agreement.
Exactly. Well, yeah, that is true. That's like
I'm not gonna tell y'all my rank. I'm not gonna tell y'all what I do. Y'all already know what I do, but I ain't gonna tell y'all my rank. I'm gonna tell you, I ain't listening to no fucking LT and no.
Yeah, that's like going to a private and a private first flight on specialist. Yeah.
Wait, hold on, man. Clarify this, bro. So you guys are saying, hold on, you guys are saying that the protocol is not for him to ask for approval from a senior officer?
But you're not
that's not a senior, though.
He's not a senior. He's not a senior. And then like a command, like, let me tell you something. Wait, who's not? How about this? I'm gonna give you for some of you guys in the military. Y'all like to watch movies about the military, right? So
I'm gonna put the link in the testimony, bro.
was that movie with them niggas with them niggas with the Vietnam, right? And damn president. But the battalion commander says the only person that the sergeant major comes to, he only speaks to me. He don't speak to nobody else.
Yeah, that's true. Exactly.
The first, like, y'all don't. There's some unspoken rules within the military that y'all don't understand, and it's okay. I'm not knocking y'all on it, but y'all talking like y'all know.
Technically, an LT all ranks up.
Yeah.
Sergeant major, but realistically, that's not the case though.
That's just
majors and up.
Yeah, major, exactly.
And if I can add this,
I don't even know
I think
major
that a lot of people don't understand that the military is not, even though we have like a lot of procedural paperwork, it happens every day. People circumvent individuals to get out, to manipulate the system for early retirement. If they can get away with it, that's the reason why people bump shoulders with certain people. Like even now,
especially after 24 years of service.
No, hold on, wait. I want to ask you a fucking question, bro.
Hold on. Even now, at my old base, Keesler Air Force Base, there is a major there named Brad Wheeler. He has circumvented ever since he's been there to live there. He has made it to where even if he gets TDY deployments or anything, that nigga don't fucking move. He has decided, been there over 15 years. What are you talking about? Because he's still there. When I was there, it was 5 years ago. So trust me, people have ways of circumventing things, from moving, from relocating bases, to doing all these different things. It is very common for people. Hold on? It is very common, and I'm just using him as an example because he has tenure. But there's also been individuals there who have only been there for 5 years, who rub shoulders with the upper heads and don't move for fucking shit, who get everything that they fucking want.
All right, but can you answer my question, Ms. Park?
I will, Samoa.
Pause at rubbing shoulders with the upper head.
It's called brown
that was crazy.
All right, so real quick, Ms. Park, can the military deny a request of retirement because of some sort of a deployment or something coming up? Can they deny the request to retire?
Yeah, it would be strange that happens since they were deployed.
Wait, hold on, bro.
2 months after.
Yeah. Go ahead, Ms.
I'm sorry. It depends on the type of retirement and what they're going for. So if they're a critical need or if it's something like that, management issues pop up.
Just put Mr. Clark on the phone, like, just get bro, like, we don't want to hear you. We want to hear you.
Let me just say this.
Shut up! Somebody talking. Shut the fuck up. Shut up.
I'm clarifying the timeline.
Shut up! You can't clarify if the person not done talking. Shut the fuck up. God damn. Go ahead.
Alright, go ahead, bro.
I'm sorry. Look, there are ways.
I was trying to clarify the timeline. He retired, then the deployment notice. Just to be.
Yeah, we know.
No, that's not what he had just described.
Deployment just didn't pop out of nowhere, bro.
Right, they were giving notice back in 2004.
Anyway, so go ahead, Mrs. Lee. Go ahead, Mrs. Clark.
How long before the notice?
So typically before.
So he said 2004.
Let me answer Louis. Typically, Louis, when it comes to deployment, you know about a year in advance because Rocky knew a year in advance.
You gotta prepare. You have to prepare for deployment.
Clark on the phone.
Yeah, but anyways, go ahead. Go ahead.
But that's not the case all the time.
This was Bush sending emergency troops into Iraq, or was it Afghanistan or Iraq? Right. This was time period, right?
Mr. Clark, help us.
GRF. You know that hey, something could pop up because you know they have people that are on GRF just in case like emergencies as well. You know, if your company assigned it, you know like there's certain things that you can't do, travel and all that sort of stuff because they might call you. But anyway, the point is this though. We were talking about stolen valid. This dude used. Yeah, this dude not claimed. Other people even claimed that he could have clarified on record, but he never clarified. This is the only reason why they call him a stolen valid. They're not saying that he wasn't in the military. They're saying that he was not a combat veteran. That's it.
honestly, if that's the only straw y'all are grabbing,
That's what stolen valor is. You know, combat veteran is something that's good.
He's
That's all I'm
4 years over the
No one's talking about him serving.
retirement limit, bro. I think he's.
No one's talking about that. We all give him that. We talk about combat veteran.
Nick, you're the only vet I know who like is saying this shit.
What? Why are you serious, bro? People get called. Bro, people get called out on that all the time. Hey, listen.
No, Nathan. You gotta control your atheism. It's his.
Yeah, you're right.
It's an opinion piece, bro. Yeah.
I'm just saying, people get called on all the time, bro. Like, and they claim stuff when they didn't do. Oh yeah, man, I served over there in Afghanistan and we jumped in, blah blah blah. Someone will say, oh, for real? And it sound kind of funky. Oh, where were you? Oh, blah blah blah. You can't answer those questions. They that's stolen valor.
But yo, Nathan, he never said, oh yeah, I was up there with them. We had did this and we had did that. I don't think he said that.
He did. He said that I used guns when I was in war. I used weapons when I was in war.
I'm gonna ask you to source up now for you.
He just gave you.
Louis.
No.
Louis, it's okay, Louis. If you don't want to believe it, don't believe it.
No. I need a source from you for that is when Afghanistan was being discussed. He chimed in and said, yeah, I was part of that. Can you source that up, please?
Yo, on his website, when he was running for,
please source that up for me, Fort.
on his website when he was running for, I guess governor or whatever, in Minnesota, he actually wrote it out. That's how he retired.
What he said?
I was saying, like, when he was running for office for a state, for Minnesota, he had it on his website. Yeah, he had it on. It's like, I can forgive you for misspeaking. Like, I'm keeping it banned. Like, somebody misspeak is all about verbiage, but when you type it out, like, you know what I'm saying, and then you're putting it as your bio, you're using this as, hey, vote for me, military people, vote for me because of this. Yeah, it's a level of the center.
He wrote like he served in Afghanistan. That's what we were talking about, just to be clear.
Yeah. You know what? I think this topic is dead. Yo, listen, I only jump back on this app.
Yeah, so Ford, are you gonna source up where it says he served in that where he said he served in Afghanistan? Or you're not gonna do that?
Wait. So let me
Or are you just talking out here?
Let's cut off Puffman. Puffman wasn't finished what he was saying. Go ahead, Puffman.
It's okay.
Oh, I thought it was.
Go ahead, Puff.
Oh,
he was in the middle. Go we cut him off. You felt he
No, he said he wanted to move the topic.
No, he didn't. He said he came out here. He said he came here for one person and he got cut off. I didn't even hear the person he called.
Yeah, line. So line probably gonna have lies.
All right, so you want to move the topic, bro?
Oh, listen.
I mean, Lion is not here.
Yeah, I think
Lion is lying.
that carcass.
Wow.
All
right, real quick, Willie. So Louis, all right, so I'll put the video in the chat. So the 5-star family, they talk about the Afghanistan deployment, and he doesn't correct the record.
Yeah, that's what I thought you had originally said, right? And that's fine, I could accept that, but that's not. You're
That is
talking
stolen valor.
You're talking about quote, a live commission, if we can even fucking consider it a live, if we even want to do that. But
oh my God,
it would be a live omission of not saying, oh wait,
Louis is lied.
You wanted them to talk. You guys say, well, wait 1 second, guys. I had no part of that operation. So
Louis, it was a good lie there. I got you.
Hey, Nathan, real quick. All right, Louis, real quick question, right? And I'm not pointing out anybody specifically, right? If somebody walks around, right? If somebody puts something up, let's just say like a PTR hypothetically, right? And people come into the room.
Oh shit.
No, keep going.
And people come into the room and they're like, oh wow, you look handsome. Yeah, you look handsome. And you don't correct the record that that's not you? Are you being deceptive and lying?
Yes, but I would say it would be more deceptive to join in with the lie. Be like,
well, yeah. We deployed this day.
I use these weapons.
Let's be real.
I just said yes. That's a lie.
He said it's a good lie, though.
But it's a
He said it's a lie of submission. That's a good lie, right?
No. I don't think a lot of people make movies that they could definitely be bad.
That's a lie. Then let's keep it like that.
No,
He was dishonest. He did
it's not the nefarious lie that you guys are making. And I don't even, like I said, I don't even know if I can consider it.
You don't think that a person who served
if niggas sitting next to me talking
was in
about
some type of
what they
combat.
did in Afghanistan, and I'm like,
Yeah, because you don't think that it's important for someone to use the fact that they was in some type of combat, but
I'll admit I'm going completely cold. Samo, if you could drop that video, maybe if I see like how that interaction goes down, I could speak more to it. But it sounds like a couple people were talking about their service in Afghanistan. He just kind of stayed quiet. And I don't think you could take that to be one way or the other.
Nodding. Right? Like he's nodding like, yeah.
They went to Afghanistan. Yeah.
I'll put the video in.
Look at that.
Yo, that Kool-Aid is.
Yo, this shit is crazy.
All right. If anyone runs off the Kool-Aid, just think let's be real. Like there's nothing Trump can do. There's nothing Trump can do. Be the first ever state to try to get
We're not talking about that. We're talking about that. Don't take the bait. No. We're not talking about that. You always go into this. Yeah. We're not talking about that. What would convince you that he had stolen it? That he did stolen it?
Yeah, there's nothing I can do to lose any of your votes.
rather be with a man with an orange ass than a man with a
This informed voter would tell you that.
Alright, what are you doing?
So I didn't really catch it.
Shit, but you ain't no.
Anyone up here?
Hey, you can't park there. You can't park there.
Yeah, what can Trump do to lose your vote, Yeah, what can Trump do to lose your vote?
Lady, fucking move, bitch.
For example,
I know, you can't.
Power in government, like except for the big guy. He can do shit where he can spend a lifetime spilling out bullshit that he never accomplished, and not only that, but also actually be known to be a swindler of words, meaning somebody who does not have any thoughts for themselves. They constantly go out cherry pick shit that other people. Meaning not authentic.
children. You could be a pedophile 50 years and the government will not do
Congressman, are you voting for Trump?
You could open the border.
My vote doesn't matter because my vote is private.
Oh, so you want? Okay, that's cool. I'm not that pressure.
No, I'm a constitutional.
I'm just gonna say.
I'm a constitutional.
Wait.
That's all I'm saying. And the vote is private.
Wait, real quick. I swear to God, I'll be quick and I'll let you talk. I'll be silent. But I'm gonna say if you are voting for Trump, right, with everything
It's
you
a
said.
documented fact. You can look anywhere you want. I mean, maybe 85%, up at 90%. Okay? But when someone argues with me, when someone says it's not the truth, and then when I ask them for their truth, their response is those three magic words, I don't know. Well, critical thinking will tell us, how can you tell me that what I'm saying is not the truth if you don't know? That makes no sense whatsoever. However, Nahar, don't worry about it. The reason why it frustrates me is because you're not the only one that does that. Dr. James thinks.
I was going to say, I have the stats pulled up, but I also think, Nahar, it's important to understand that accuracy versus meaning and intent in conversation is an important thing to consider. Yeah, so by saying 90%, he was just going in it and just saying, like, a hell of a lot of people, like the vast majority, right? So, and that's where we're going. And there's no need to nitpick or get in.